welcome back to Popcorn and Beers. We've got your butter on top, Bugonia, and then, of course, your drunk classic from the 70s, Jaws. Let's go. I feel like welcome back to your dad's, uncle's, brothers, sisters, stepsons' favorite movie podcast. This is Popcorn and Beers, and you already know where some use tomatoes and others use thumbs. We use this stuff that gets you drunk. Josh, go ahead and just let us know that this is the most commercialized German beer ever. Make fun of me again. Make fun of the product again, just in case they ever wanted to sponsor us, please.
No. What's the other one? What's the girl with she's holding the Polly girl? That's the one that's most. Anyway, I think we need to workshop this theme song because I keep waiting for a guitar to drop and there's no guitar riff. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, we can go back. We can go back to the well. We can all hop on maybe 10 minutes before the show one day and just listen to some royalty-free sounds.
Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, that's why we have a new sound because we need some royalty-free. So if you want to give us some sounds, please shout it out. Give us a link.
Yeah, or if you're a creator and you just want to be generous and give us a sound that we can use everywhere that's similar to our last sound, that all of a sudden, I guess that song made it big somewhere because it blocked us in like 19 countries. So that came totally out of left field. Just like, how do you pronounce his name, Jordan? What is his name? Yorgos Lanthimos? How do you like to say it?
I am Yorgos.
Every time we have one of his movies come up, whether it be something we were watching or a possible butter on top, Jordan gets to say that.
I am Yorgos.
So before we get into Bugonia, Jordan, any slogans or imitations you've been annoying your wife with walking around the house again?
Yes, I'm sure there has, but I can't think of it right off the top of my head right now.
Did you do?
What was it last
Jason
week?
walk
You were
this
walking
week?
around just yelling college kids? Sorry,
College kids! Yeah. College kids.
I would have been practicing my Jason walk all week.
There you go. Well, you had to. It was Halloween week, right? Was that what you decided to go as?
No, I was just very colorful wizard. I painted my face and I just had tie-dye on. It's kind of lazy, but the face paint looks good.
No, you played yourself. You literally played yourself. You played Josh,
yourself.
Colorful Wizard.
Another one.
So this is by Yorgos. Again, we've got Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons starring in one of his films. This is going to tell us a story about what happens when brain rot and conspiracy theories go too far. What I will caution the audience with is I think I'm going to be the bad guy again, like I was with the Springsteen movie. I didn't like the end. I felt like the end was totally unnecessary. They really wanted to be, Yorgos really wanted to be heavy-handed with his commentary on the human race and how we're going to destroy ourselves, which is really what this movie ends up being about is, hey, we're in such a pursuit of, or pardon me, we're in such a rat race is a better way of phrasing it, that we're literally going to kill ourselves. We are going to cause ourselves to become extinct. And they do it in a very heavy-handed way at the end of this film. I will say this, the acting, impeccable. The soundtrack, though a bit much, really gets you amped up. Like, it's almost like our new intro music. It's like, out of nowhere, someone's walking down the stairs. Somebody might die. There it goes. Watch out for Emma Stone. Like, through the whole movie. like
the jazz drum in the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally had to get on Gold Derby and say, is this going to be nominated for an Oscar for Best Soundtrack or Best Original Score or anything like I was looking. It doesn't look like it is. It looks like right now it's Jesse Plemons and Emma Stone that are going to be the nominees and Yorgos for the directing.
I am Yorgos.
It wasn't a bad movie. It was entertaining. But again, it is another social commentary film. And I think at some point even the people that are pounding the drum for what these directors and what Hollywood's trying to say are going to get bored of this. Eventually, we're going to say enough. Stop telling us how we're supposed to feel. Yes, we know that we're destroying the earth, but the people that you want to talk to do not care. They do not care.
We do not care.
And they're not watching these movies.
No. Yeah, the people who need to watch some things, they either just like watch it with glazed over eyes or don't watch it at all, of course.
This is woke.
Yeah.
It is
So
woke.
this movie takes not so subtle shots at individuals who have fallen so deeply in love with confirmation bias that they no longer are able to think with reason or outside of their own flimsy beliefs. There are just a lot of side stories going on that never get tied together here, even though it's a good film. Like Stavros, very subtly, he plays a sheriff's deputy, and he kind of hints that he molested Jesse Plemons' character, but you never like know more about it, and it was almost utilized as a device to push forward the narrative of Jesse Plemons' character. Like through all of these things, an individual like this is created, and Jesse Plemons played it incredibly well. It was very reserved until it didn't have to be anymore, if that makes sense. So low key, okay, I can go for it right here. Whereas Emma Stone was mainly playing her character, a CEO of a pharmaceutical company that may or may not be an alien, very reserved. She played that character incredibly reserved throughout the film. Even when she is in peril, she is playing it cool, calm, collected. There is a few scenes that I feel like are the scenes that are really driving her Oscar campaign, where there is a small breakdown or there is some comedic relief involved, that you could say, okay, here's her stretching this character a little bit. Here's her moving, introducing her own thoughts, her own methodology to this character into this role, which was entertaining. Overall, the film, it's going to be polarizing.
Polar.
You can't deny, again, I'm going to say this for a third time, that it's a really good film. Like, it's entertaining. It has some comedy to it, but not too much to take away from what is a dramatic piece, and it's definitely a think piece. But it's driven, it's interesting, it's crazy, and it's a popcorn and two. It's a popcorn and two movie from him. I didn't actually mind Kinds of Kindness, even though I gave that a pop one, but it's just a good movie, though it is heavy-handed.
I listened to a review on NPR about this movie, and they said that it was kind of like an extension of Kinds of Kindness. How do you feel about that?
I could see that. I could see that if they're reviewing that, it can be the fourth story in Kinds of Kindness, just an extended fourth story of Kinds of Kindness. So you could see how it got made so quickly too, if that is in fact the case. Perhaps it is an extension of Kinds of Kindness, because Kinds of Kindness was just last year for us. So Yorgos and Emma and Jesse put this out fairly quickly.
Yorgos.
I haven't seen Kinds of Kindness either. I've got PTSD from Pretty Things. What is that what it's called?
So the movie you're thinking of, Jordan, is Poor Things.
Yeah, I've got PTSD from that one. So yeah, I haven't seen. I haven't been eager to watch any more Yorgos.
So this doesn't have any of that content in it. It doesn't. It's very straightforward. The movie knows what it is, just like I said about Tucker and Dale, and it plays to what it is. With but it does deliver strong performances. It is well acted. It is well directed. It is well edited. Sound mixing is on point. Like it is a good movie.
It's a good movie. That's what I heard from my friend Frye.
All right. Let's move to what is universally known as a very good movie. It was our final movie in spooky season. It is 1970s Jaws.
Wait. Shh. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum 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 bum. And look, we got our little boat with our little Richard Dreyfuss.
If you want that Lego set, you're gonna need a bigger bank account.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, right.
That is a pretty cool little Lego set.
Does it come with a case of what is it, apricot brandy or whatever he asked for?
No, unfortunately not.
You should definitely put Roy Scheider's character up on the mask and do like a little word quip, like a little quip that says "Smile, you son of a bitch."
Right, right,
So,
right. That's dope. I like that.
Jordan, Josh had never seen this movie before.
Okay.
Again, our grandparents were big on film. Our parents were big on film, so we've definitely seen this. This was definitely a staple in our households. So Josh, we'll start with you then, as somebody that had never seen it.
Okay, if you want to. Jaws, you've heard all about it. I know the stories. I know about this robot shark, and they had trouble with this and trouble making it, and Spielberg, and it wasn't it the one that defined the word blockbuster or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I
Yeah.
love that you did.
So
You're doing VH1. What is
yeah,
it? VH1 pop up video, right?
yeah.
You're just saying all the word blurbs that pop up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I was eager to see it. I've never seen it, and it was definitely on the list of like, of course, I need to watch that someday. So I did, and I'm glad. Thanks, guys. Uh, Not that great. You
Okay.
know, it actually got me thinking about Spielberg in general and
Mhm.
how I think overall Spielberg doesn't really give a shit about plot or script or dialogue. He just wants to show you something cool, which is what Jaws is. Look at this cool shit. Look at this cool shit look what I did. And you're like, yeah, that's pretty cool. Good job. And that's why we keep going back to Spielberg. It's not because Hook was well written. It's because Hook had a good set and Jaws had some cool effects, even for back then. Today, I'm like, hey, that's kind of cool. You know?
Mhm.
As stupid as some of the stuff was, like where the lady gets dragged around like Ace Ventura. Like, that's not how sharks eat. That's not how sharks
But
eat.
just you saying that, look how many like scenes and
Yeah, yeah,
parodies it has
Yeah,
exactly,
spawned.
exactly.
exactly. So yeah, I mean, you can't deny that, but that's also why I think The Exorcist, scariest movie, is like
Yeah.
hilariously bad because it's been overdone. It's been overplayed. So I'm not a good judge. I tried to keep myself out of it. Tried to keep myself out of it, boys. And but you just can't help it because it's so ingrained. The shark hunter man was such a cartoon character. Dreyfus, it was weird to see him so young.
Right?
No character had an arc. No character had any kind of justification for what they were doing. It doesn't matter. This is a movie about Big Shark, and that's what we got.
Yeah.
Not bad. I give it a popcorn and one.
Okay.
hmm
You didn't care for any of like the one-liners they throw out there. Ah, you're all gonna die. Or Richard Dreyfuss after Robert Shaw's character, the shark hunter, is going inside. I can't remember the character's name. Is going inside, but he's like, "Oh, you've done this before, have you? You can't see it, or it's not noticeable anywhere." Or whatever he says to him, and then Richard Dreyfuss like gives him double middle fingers and like starts making the faces.
Yeah, that was cute. The thing that actually stood out the most for me is when they're on the docks and they're trying to figure out what kind of shark is it, and Dreyfus says it's a tiger shark, and the guy goes, "A what?" I had to rewind that because it was like that was the gayest response I ever heard. A what?
So Jordan, you've
Yes.
obviously seen it before, as you do claymation or stop motion animation over there. A little foreshadowing for our audience.
Little puppet theater.
What did you? I don't know why I said what did you like that. What did you think
A
of Jaws?
what?
Yeah, it is about the big shark for sure. But why wasn't Shark bigger? Why wasn't Big Shark bigger? Like it was kind
I
of
don't
just
know,
like
man. 25 feet. That's just past believable.
and
So maybe you
my
wanted 40. Maybe you want a megalodon. Thanks, John Statham. Jason Statham.
yeah, maybe something a little bit closer. It was just like it seemed to me like regular shark, right? Regular size shark, pretty average sized
Well,
great
no,
white
they
shark.
showed you the shark they caught, and that was a big shark, an
Right.
averagely
Yeah.
big. And Jaws was twice the size, right? So I don't know.
Yeah, it was hard for me to scale the size of Jaws, but I was a little underwhelmed at
That's
his
why they told
revealing.
you didn't have to scale it. It was 25 feet.
So yeah, I hadn't seen this movie in a long time, but I have seen this movie a ton of times. It's like a movie that I went, like my aunts and uncles when I was younger, like it was always on in the background in one bedroom or another.
It's not
Like
even that good.
there'd be Jaws on for some reason. And yeah, this is consistently ranked one of the scariest movies of all time. It's like this and Exorcist. And Exorcist, I get like for the time period why it was so scary. Now obviously it is so stupid and overdone. And Jaws, I get the aspect that it's timeless because the what water is scary. Like deep water where you can't see what's
Oh
around
yeah,
you.
sure.
It's like Alien. It's like no one can hear you scream in outer space. It's like, yeah, what you are defenseless. There's nothing you can do against this,
Yeah.
right?
You're in their territory now.
Yeah. It's
Exactly.
just a giant tooth. Yeah.
But I think the fear of like shark knowledge, like we celebrate Shark Week, and we, there's a lot of knowledge on sharks and a lot more acceptance of just like Earth's creatures. We're not like, oh, we need to go blow them all up and shoot them in the face, all these sharks. Like we have more of an understanding as a society, like, yeah, you're in their home.
Because of this movie though, right? Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, sure. I'm sure it's a precursor to that. Yeah. So let me get around that and get to like just point out things about this movie, okay? Why is his leg on the table like
Yeah.
like this?
That was
like,
weird.
Is that comfortable? And then he puts his leg on top of his, and I'm like, ugh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
The first time I've seen a scene like that where they're showing off scars, they make out. That's the first time I've seen. It's a guy and a girl, of course, but like that's what I thought was going to happen. Like we're going to start playing tummies, aren't we? Out here in the
A little
ocean.
bit of tummy sticks.
It's the implication.
Yeah. We have the shooting star, right?
Yeah.
The shooting
yeah.
star. I could not tell if that was real. I didn't even rewind back to go to like double check, but I was like, I'm pretty sure that was a shooting star.
Yeah. I stopped and I looked it up, and it was I guess cause for a big debate. A lot of people have been talking about it for years, and apparently it's been confirmed that it was added in post, but people still don't believe that. Some people don't believe that, but because of that, Spielberg said he's added a shooting star into all of his productions ever since.
You're a shooting star, no matter who you are. I'd like to see. Why is
Jordan
he letting?
Just giving us so much content when Josh edits together the new home page for our YouTube channel.
Why is he letting his kids play on that dock in that boat, knowing that there is this killer crazed shark, right? And the mom is like,
it's knocking boats over.
Yeah. The mom's like, they're fine. Everybody is totally gaslighting this guy. It's pretty messed up,
Why is he out there?
Roy Scheider.
He's a New York City cop. Why is he out there? Did he ever say?
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
really.
it talked about how he wanted to escape the city. He wanted a slower pace.
Oh, okay. He wanted to get paid like half as much money.
That's not how it works. And
then, Quint, take this Lego set. Okay, I'm doing a lot of free plugs for Lego. This is a depiction of his boat that is very generous. Okay, that boat was a piece of crap. Why would you get on that boat with him? Like, I understand, like, yeah, this crazy guy's gonna go kill a shark. But if I saw that boat, I'd be like, I'm not getting on that thing with that guy.
Yeah.
The hell?
Yeah.
It just like immediately just starts to disintegrate in the water.
Yeah, like that's not what you hunt
because a shark is
with.
Eating it. There's a giant 25-foot shark eating it. It's not disintegrating. The shark's teeth are sandpaper and the boat is wood, sir.
It's bumping. The shark is bumping into it. I don't know.
With its 7-foot nose across. It's got a 7-foot nose across.
The engine explodes.
I've seen sports fishing boats, and that's just for hunting like marlins. And they're way bigger.
Yeah, give me an aluminum
Josh
dinghy.
is
I'm
the
taking
porn star of boat sizes now. I've seen bigger.
Give me a cast master or whatever, and I'll go catch him. Yeah, this movie's been so parodied. All I can think of is Robot Chicken with like Jaws the musical and stuff, and they throw the spear at him. You missed me, you dried up douchebag. Yeah, it's very iconic. I think this is a fine movie, right? It's
That's a
good.
fine movie now.
It's maybe a little bit too long, or maybe not long enough. I don't know. But
It
I give it
stretches in weird ways.
I think it stands the test. I think if you showed this
What
to
a
like
phrase.
younger kids, like it holds up. They watch this and kids would be scared. You could make a kid scared
Yeah.
to go in the ocean
I
and in a
think-
swimming pool.
Yeah,
you know?
at the very least, it is compelling enough to last. Like, it's not hard to watch per se, even though I didn't like a lot of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a popcorn and 2, kind of like a legacy popcorn and 2.
Sure. Okay.
Thank you for not playing Era's ball, Jordan, like Josh here. Josh was like, look, it's 2025. Can we use some CGI here? What the hell's going on with the CGI in the 70s? It was the 70s. What do you want them to do? What more could you ask for?
Hi. I said the effects were great. I wanted a script. That's what I asked for.
The script was the shark. That was the script.
A what? Love you, bye.
So we've obviously got the iconic soundtrack put together by John Williams and Steven Spielberg, joining them at the hip forever moving forward, with countless Oscars between the two. That soundtrack has stood the test of time. Little kids that have never seen Jaws, they know that, you know? Like Jaws spawned Baby Shark do 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 do. You know what that is? Do 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 do. That's dun 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 dun. Baby Shark stole that. They just sped it up. That's what DJs do. Okay? So Jaws spawned a hit soundtrack in the 70s and then came all the way back to life to haunt you in every Walmart you've ever been in 2023. Okay? This movie, this soundtrack, isn't that when Baby Shark was like big, Jordan, or no? Am I off?
Sure.
No, I'm like, they played Baby Shark in Walmart?
Baby
Yeah,
Shark's
all
everywhere.
the time.
Oh.
Yeah, they played it in ballparks too, baseball parks. You should know that. You're a Giants
Yes,
fan.
I know that. Yeah, that's true.
So the opening sequence is almost a dim commentary on today's world as people shout to the heavens for God to save them, yet there's nothing God can do. You're being eaten by a shark, and that shark's name is Billionaire. But like, there's nothing that God's gonna do to save you, lady. You decided to enter that shark's territory, titties and all, and you got
your God now.
I wanted to open this show with a little song, Farewell to Ye, You Fair Spanish Ladies, but I forgot because it's in my review, but it's just funny that he keeps singing that song, and then it turns out he was in the Navy, and he was on the Indianapolis, not during D-Day, but he was on the Indianapolis when it got hit by a torpedo and sank in the Pacific Ocean, and they were attacked by all of those sharks that you're seeing on Jordan's screen right now. That was a pretty powerful dialogue delivered by Robert Shaw, was it not?
That was good. That was good.
Mhm.
And then
It was
Travis's face was like,
yeah. The way he delivered.
Yeah, I want to see that
like,
movie.
is that real?
That really happened. That's an absolutely real
gosh.
thing.
I want to see that movie.
Yeah.
Think about the shark's dead eyes like a dog's eyes. Don't even know if he's alive until he bites you, and you hear the high-pitched screaming, that high-pitched screaming you can never unhear as the ocean water turns red, and he delivered it. Boom. Like it was clutch.
Did he say
So
dog's
if you had an
eyes or
issue with the script, boom.
Doll.
Go ahead.
Doll's
Doll.
eyes.
doll's eyes? I think he said doll's eyes.
Sorry, doll's eyes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Doll's eyes. Doll's eyes. Doll's eyes.
I say dog's eyes would be
So-
adorable. Look at it right here. Look at that right there. Dog's
scene.
eyes.
Do you guys ever get sympathy pains in movies?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
So the rope burn in
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Oh, I saw that
Yeah.
coming. I'm like, yo, why are you wrapping him in the rope? Idiot.
The rope burn though, you could feel it. You could like feel it tear through your skin. Like I remember my first rope burn, and it was awful.
Mm.
So
I'm
so when
thinking
you
of the
see
scene.
that, feels terrible. Go ahead, Jordan.
I'm thinking of the scene where he crushes his legs, where he
Yeah.
wraps around him with the rope. Oh my God. I'm like, you moron.
But Shaw yells down to him. He goes, "Give him some room," because he
Yeah.
sees what he's doing as the police
Yeah.
chief as he's wrapping it around Dreyfus instead of going over him.
Dummy.
But that was a play, right? Like that's intricate. That's good directing because they were making
Yeah.
fun of the police captain for being scared to go out on the water, for not liking boats the whole time. And that's showing his inexperience in situations such as that one.
That's good.
Now,
That's good.
Josh, one quick note. I'm gonna give this a popcorn and two. Yeah, it won't be as scary as it was when I was a child, and it won't
course
be
not.
as terrifying with the knowledge we have. But if you place yourself in the 70s with this movie coming out and a giant shark coming out eating a boat,
I could see it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, I can see it. And the fact that it's not the scariest movie ever by any means, but it was very believable, even
Yeah.
today. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's a big old shark, and I'm scared. You know what I mean? I get it.
Yeah. And you're defenseless. Like Jordan
Right.
said, like you're not going to win this fight. You can't just punch a shark in the face. Like
Right.
it's not going to work out. But Josh, the scene where Richard Dreyfuss goes under the water in his scuba suit and he's inspecting the boat of the crashed fisherman. Did you jump a little bit with the head rolling out?
Yeah, I jumped. Oh!
Fun fact about that. Steven Spielberg did not warn Richard Dreyfuss that a head was going to roll out. So that reaction by Richard Dreyfuss is a real reaction to the head rolling out at him while he's underwater.
Well, I like
Yeah,
that.
I didn't understand why that was happening either, though. That whole scene.
No, that was the boat of all the fishermen that he said, "Oh, they're all going to die." So he was going
really?
to see if yeah, so he was going to see what sank the boat, to see like if it was the shark that sank the boat. So he's doing his inspection. That's when he finds the big tooth and the head rolls out. And that's when they discover it's a bigger shark than you think. That's when Dreyfuss starts to talk like, "No, this is way worse than we thought."
Yeah. Okay.
He's bad. He's bad. It's about as bad
It's
as my
so
beard.
bad. Just like Michael Jackson, it's bad. But we've got to tell you what's good and what's bad as we talked about what we were watching from the previous week. And Jordan, let's start with you because you continued your march down misery lane.
I watched Friday the 13th Part 3 from 1982. I think this came out the same year as Friday the 13th Part 2. Okay? I think it came out the same year. And again, you get this lengthy recap as it is kind of shown as like one continuous series of events in a short period of time, relatively short period of time. It's the 80s, so you get a funky little synth beat over the beginning credits. It's a
Nice.
little boop, 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 right? Okay, cue the horny teens in a blue carpet paneled van. Okay, smoking
Hell yeah.
pot and just being 80s.
Could
70s,
you have said
80s.
smoking pot any more like a dare officer? Like in
Smoking
the
pot,
Smoking pot out of water pipes.
Are those doobies?
Yeah. You get a motorcycle gang hijinks side quest in this one for some reason. There's a motorcycle gang that
Oh, a little drink link to Mandy. Some motorcycle
Yeah.
gang action.
Okay.
little motorcycle gang hijinks. They just, I guess, needed more people for Jason to kill. I don't really know, but this is where you get the hockey mask, as I predicted, because I had not seen Jason 3, but I was like, I'm pretty sure in the next movie he gets the hockey mask. And it arrives very unceremoniously. It's just like one of the characters is carrying a hockey mask for no reason that's explained at all. There's no context to it. It's just like in one scene, he just has it in his hand. And then he gets killed, and then Jason puts it on. And that's it. There's no like deeper meaning to it at all. But
Awesome.
it becomes the thing of Friday the 13th. There's a dude that just like casually handstand walks around, and then he gets killed. Like they just were like, what's an interesting, cool way differently that we can kill someone? We're like, let's just have this guy handstand walk through a room, and then Jason's there and axes him through his groin.
Nice.
Through his groin.
Yes. There's for some reason in the set they incorporated this spiral, like one of those thin spiral staircases to go up,
Mm-hmm.
and nothing kills the tension more of like a chase scene than they're like, oh shit, and they gotta run up this spiral staircase and then down this. It's like you got to do it
Tron
very carefully.
Ares, like Tron Ares.
Yeah,
Drink,
and
Link.
you're chasing somebody down a spiral staircase, like one of those tight wound ones. You're like, your foot is always like one step just right above their head. Like it's just you're so close. It's so funny looking. It really kills it. You get the most inconsequential character. Speaking of motorcycle gang, right? One of these motorcycle gang guys. This whole scene takes place where a lot of them are getting killed, and then one of them appears to get killed, but apparently not. Okay, because
Just kidding.
the most inconsequential character who you have to assume has been hiding in a barn half dead for about 24 hours, right? At this climax scene, he pops out and just gets murked for no reason. Just instantly. He's like, aha! Like tries to like pop out on Jason and then just gets like stabbed through the face. Very like for no reason, right?
Beautiful.
Unceremoniously killed after all that waiting.
Yeah, it's just like, dude, just stay hidden. You were good. Jason had no idea you were there. And then the final girl gets in a canoe again, for no reason at all. This is a popcorn, right? This is where it really gets bad. Okay, it's starting to become way too much. The first two, I there was some level of innovation and all this, but like now it's just getting kooky.
Yeah.
So this was a popcorn.
Kooky. Jordan is pulling out his thesaurus today.
Kooky. Now, was that 3 or was that 3 and 4?
That was 3.
That was 3.
4.
So no. Hold up.
Okay,
So we can keep the rhythm going. Feel the
Okay.
beat of the rhythm of the night, dancing to. Anyway, I got in two Disney Plus TV shows. Both ran their finale this week. So I got Only Murders in the Building. So that's right. Steve Martin is back. Martin Short is back. Selena Gomez is back. And are there guest stars? This season might be the season where they jumped the shark on guest stars. And I think during the making of it, they knew it. I'm not going to
season
reveal
5 is where they jumped the shark?
Well, no. The show has been a little rough for a while. Season 3 was really good, and then I think after that, I thought it was going to stop. But 4, Paul Rudd and everything. But anyway, season 5, I think they jumped the shark with guest stars. I think they did too much. It was too much. So it stars now Christoph Waltz, Renee Zellweger, Logan Lerman, and then outside, now that's the main guest stars. Outside of that, you have some side guest stars who can maybe become main. Maybe. I'm not going to give it away. Maybe. But you have Keegan-Michael Key and Bobby Cannavale. All right. So, like, they're just jamming stars down your throat here with season 5 of Only Murders in the Building. It's still got you, like, Steve Martin and Martin Short have undeniable chemistry. Like you're going to get laughs out of those two forever. You're going to get great dialogue, great back and forth out of those two, great improvisation skills out of those two, no matter what you do. The problem is we're wearing thin on stories, and they do joke about that quite a bit. They're like, I guess this is what happens when your podcast is only about murders in the building. Like not much like not much reach. So they crack jokes about it all the time and constant. The show is cute. It's heartwarming, but is it a good show anymore? Probably not. I'm so sorry to all the grannies out there that are really enjoying this show. Let's all be honest with ourselves. Let's have a moment like NCIS is not good. What is it? Criminal investigation show is not good.
But sometimes you just want to watch best friends be best friends. Is that where we're at?
Yeah. It's fun. It's entertaining. It'll get the job done. So it's a popcorn and one. But there will be a 6th season, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, they realize, like, hey, we can't just jam guest stars in here. Last year it was Eva Longoria, Zach Galifianakis. I forgot the other one already. But, I mean, they swang big here. But we are going to give it a popcorn and one.
I think I bailed on, like, episode 5 of the first season, and I don't really have any regrets.
I finished the first season. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not, if we're judging Jordan on Jordan things, it's not Jordan's thing,
Sure.
and that's fair. Now,
Whatever.
I also watched Chad Powers. And when I
Ooh.
told the staff here at Popcorn and Beers and the Sad Fan Podcast Network that I was watching Chad Powers, they all said, "I'm sorry. This show's great."
Yeah, I
Like,
want
I
to
don't know
watch this show.
what's that?
I want to watch this show.
Oh, it's good. It's
Yeah.
it's it's
Chad
really
Powers.
funny. Like, I wanted to hate it too. I think when everybody was making fun of it, like, my expectations were tile low, tile
Yeah.
low. And the first episode, like, I wanted to be that cool guy that doesn't like Leonardo DiCaprio because I'm too
Oh.
cool, but I couldn't, because that first episode was so funny. Like, it wasn't like just it was like so witty, and so the timing was so perfect with all the jokes. And damn it, Glenn Powell is so charming, and I hate it. Like, I was in, right? So overall, the show is fantastic. You just got to give it a chance. That even if you don't want to, the finale is absolutely crazy, and it will tug at your heartstrings. Some of the dialogue is triggering, like really triggering, but you can understand why they deliver the dialogue in the way that they do, because though intentions matter, when you involve family, sometimes your intention doesn't matter anymore. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? When you're involving people's families, perhaps the intention doesn't matter, because I just see rage when you set out to harm my family, even if it wasn't your intention. The show
Right.
is along the lines of Ted Lasso, cute. It
Okay.
really is.
Okay.
You fall for characters in this, you root for characters in this, you get mad at characters in this, you have fun with characters in this. The show is entertaining from episode 1 to episode 6. It's only 6 episodes.
Oh.
We're going to give it, it's going to get a
Nice.
season 2. I don't think they were originally going to give it a season 2, but I think it's a hit. It must be a hit, because it was really good. Go ahead, Jordan.
I don't like season 2s.
Yeah.
In general.
That's okay.
In general. Yeah, I like a short series.
Oh, I'm with
Mhm.
you. I think we've talked about this before. I forgot what show it was. Oh, Black Rabbit. Where I love it where they just tie it up. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And I love a story that definitely will end. I hate Lost. You know
Yeah,
what I
I
mean?
get
Where like, let's just
anxiety.
keep this bad boy running. No thanks.
Yeah, I get
Grey's
anxiety.
Anatomy
Like,
is the one, right, that they all make fun of now.
Yeah. Yeah. Like tie it up, dude. Stop. I'm not anti season 2, but after season 3, you better be going somewhere, bud.
Yeah. Jordan, you get anxiety?
yeah, I get anxiety starting these shows, and like they don't know when it's gonna end and how it's gonna end. It's a lot like getting a dog.
You have Game of Thrones PTSD.
Yeah. No, I would
Yeah.
say less so that. There's probably a better example of something that actually like scarred me in that way. But yeah, something
I mean,
along those
I
lines.
have that because
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, like, I was telling everyone the best show that's ever been made, blah, blah, blah. And then they just pooped on their own pants, dude. Anyway.
I think you watched the finale at my house, Josh. I think you were at my house in LA for the finale.
Was I?
I think so.
No, I was in Oklahoma. I remember that.
Well, you were at my house for something. It was that
Yeah.
final season, because you're the one that told me it'll air at a certain time on streaming.
Oh. Maybe we watched an episode or something. Anyway, what's nice?
Josh, can I give it a popcorn and 2? Is that cool
No.
with you? You speeding us through it? But you're next. If you were really wondering. So Chad Powers on Hulu and Disney Plus, you get a pop 2. Josh?
Sorry, I'm hungry, Papa.
Lisa, may I have some more?
Mad God is the movie that I watched. It was suggested to me by the internet, and I'm so thankful for the algorithm for this. They did something right. Holy crap. So let me ask you some things, guys. You remember Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, the first Star Wars?
Yes.
Remember on the Millennium Falcon where they're playing hologram chess?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That was Phil Tippett who made that. Remember Terminator with the stop-motion robots?
Yes.
Okay.
Phil Tippett. Just about anything stop-motion you've ever seen from the 80s is Phil Tippett.
Mhm.
For better or worse, he was the guy. And this is his baby that he has been trying to make, he has made, over the course of 30 years with only $150,000 budget, a small team over the years to help him. He made his masterpiece. This is called Mad God. And it starts off with a loose interpretation of a scripture from Leviticus that I'll read some of for you real quick. If you disobey me and remain hostile to me, I will act against you in wrathful hostility. I, for my part, will discipline you sevenfold for your sins. You shall eat the flesh of your sons and the flesh of your daughters. I will destroy your cult, etc.
Wow.
So that's the only communication in the entire film. There's just a script in the beginning. You read that. The rest of it, no dialogue. The music is just strictly ambient, and it's just a gigantic, really loose narrative. If you want to call it a narrative, of a bunch of different sequences of stop motion. And it starts off with a guy that looks like he's in a Fallout type of outfit, and he's traveling through what looks like different layers of hell.
Yeah,
And
I just looked this up. This looks horrifying. Like this looks
It is insane. And I really think, honestly, Jordan, you should watch it, not with your wife.
This looks horrifying.
It is really, really wacky weird, dude.
This looks like a Tool music video.
Exactly. There are 9 Inch Nails or something. Yeah, truly. It's freaking weird, dude. It is weird, dude.
Yeah.
Josh loved every second of it.
Truly. I was definitely like jaw dropped in some places. It's almost entirely stop motion. There's a little bit of live action, slightly, but it's like heavy camera tricks and stuff. It's wild, dude. It reminded me a little bit of, like you said, Tool, a little bit of Terminator, like the end of like Apocalypse Times, a little bit of The Cell with Lopez. I mean, it's a weird depiction
Jennifer
of hell.
Lopez. With Lopez.
It reminded me a little bit of Oddworld, the video game. I don't know if you know that kind of stuff.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So it shows all these. It's just freaking weird, dude. I suggest it to anyone who wants to see something weird. It's a masterpiece of stop motion. It's in some places actually kind of adorable in a weird way. The setting, the scenes, the backdrops, absolutely beautiful, like in a horrific way. I give this a popcorn and 2. It is weird, and if you want something in the background for your Halloween party, this is it, dude. Like, or whatever.
Yeah,
Like
the
a
pictures
creature
of this makes me squeamish.
Dude, it is wild. You gotta see it.
Mad God. Okay, that is interesting. Maybe I'll even check it out. The next one I'm going to do really quick. Josh just reviewed this a couple weeks ago, so I actually put this off as long as I could on my Marvel timeline journey. I watched Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, and I was like, dang it, Josh already reviewed this. Like, he jumped in there and he reviewed it.
For the 3rd time.
So it was just the timing was impeccable. Anyway, like Josh said, and I'm just gonna. It's a pop 3 superhero movie.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I'm categorizing a pop 3, but it is a pop 3 superhero movie. The characters are well developed. The writing is fantastic. Directing, the soundtrack was one of now we're so used to it that we forget this was one of the first movies that really like slapped with the soundtrack at the perfect moments.
Yeah.
It nailed every second. The voice actors deliver amazing performances. The actors deliver amazing performances, making you believe that this world is real. So again, a popcorn and 3 of a superhero movie.
And maybe it gets the record for most talked about movie on this show.
Maybe it might be.
It might be, because we've brought it up like 20 times.
Or The Crow.
Sure. Or The Crow.
The Crow. Speaking of The Crow, Jordan, what's your next review?
Not The Crow. I watched Friday the 13th, Part 4, the final chapter. Okay, this came out in 1984, and this is the last Friday the 13th I'm going to watch until it gets closer to next spooky season. I'm going to put this on hiatus, okay? The final chapter, okay, as it's subtitled. We all know that's not true, okay?
Yeah.
We all know that's not true. Please, stop it.
Just kidding.
Yeah, stop it. When they name something final, that means there's definitely like 3 more sequels in the pipeline. Okay?
What's up, Conjuring?
Yeah. Like, they don't even hide it. They don't even hide it. Like, it's clear that they're building up characters for like a spinoff or like for something. But hey, you get a Corey, so shut up, right? You get Corey Feldman, okay?
Does he sing and dance?
It is
right.
Corey, one of the Coreys, the chubbier Corey, right?
Corey Ames.
Corey Haim?
Corey Ames.
Corey. Okay. Yeah.
It's a Corey.
Corey
That's all I
Feldman and
fucking
Corey
know.
Ames and the 2 Coreys. There's only 2.
Yeah, right. You get the chubbier one.
Corey Matthews.
And you get teens that are hornier than ever, all right?
Turn it up.
That's what they do.
Let's
Yeah.
rub our genitals together.
Every movie, you just get hornier and hornier teens. They just can't control themselves. There's a line that a character gives when he gets scared. He says, "Holy Jesus, jumping Christmas shit." That was great.
Great.
I was like adding that one to my repertoire. A girl gets like they're just trying now at this point, like it's gone fully overboard. They're just trying to kill people in ways that was just like handstand guy. They're just trying to figure out ways to kill people. That's just like weird and funny.
Water
and
cooler
just,
stuff. Did you see when he did that?
Yeah. Like there's this girl hitchhiking and she's sitting there eating a banana. It's like, again, one of those unconsequential characters. She's in the movie for this scene, and that's it. She's sitting there trying to hitchhike and she's eating a banana, and then he stabs her through the throat, and then her mouth drops, and the banana, she's just like, and the chewed banana is falling out of her mouth. And it's like, oh God, I was more disturbed by the chewed banana. Yeah, exactly. There's white dudes dancing in this 80s white dudes dancing, looking like roaches sprayed with Raid, right?
Lots of pointing going on.
Yeah, lots of pointing, lots of just that going on.
Raid.
Yeah. And Jason likes to yeet girls out of windows, right? That's his MO. That's his thing. He really, really loves to crash through like the Kool-Aid man. He likes to crash through like doors and windows. And he likes to throw women out of windows. So he does a lot of that. I think he does that like 2 or 3 times in this movie. You get a hilarious reveal. Like the way that Jason is killed is all time. Like Corey, I don't even know if I want to spoil it. This is 1984 and it's a terrible movie, so I'm going to, right? The whole thing, the whole buildup is that Corey's character is like into makeup and costume and special effects and all this, right? And there's the foreshadowing of that. And he shaves his own head, right? His sister's getting attacked and she's getting killed. And so he runs upstairs and he quickly shaves his head. It shows this in the movie, right? With shaving cream, mind you. He uses shaving cream, shaves his head off, puts some makeup on his face, goes downstairs and he's like, "Jason, do you remember me?" And he's supposed to look like Jason as a kid. And then it makes Jason like, "Oh, it's me." And then like they kill him.
Ooh.
"It's a me, Jason." Yeah, right? And they kill him. It's pretty terrible. A guy gets killed while he's screaming, "Oh my God, he's killing me! He's killing me!" Yeah, which is great. Great. So this is a popcorn. Yeah, this one's actually like, it's pretty funny. It's so funny, it's bad that it's actually kind of good, but it's still a popcorn.
Okay, I got
Still
that.
popcorn.
I like that.
All right, Josh.
I watched something a little bit more light, a little bit more chill. It's on, I think, BritBox or BBC or whatever you want to call it, the British stuff. It's called Portrait Artist of the Year. It's a reality show, 6 or 7 episodes, I'm not sure. It's a game show, reality show, whatever you want to call it. But in Britain, they do things a little weird, where they don't just insert drama into shit for no reason. You know what I mean? It's about portrait artists. That's it. It's not like, oh, I don't like the way that he was holding his brushes at me. Like, no. American reality show sucks. This is classic old people watching people paint. All right? There's no script. No
And
goofing
you've
around.
arrived. And you've
Oh, okay.
arrived.
Yeah. So it's a bunch. They go each episode. They go to a different. They go to Cardiff. They go to London. They go to somewhere in Scotland. Anyway.
Edinburgh?
No. Anyway.
Glasgow?
Yeah, Glasgow. So they have a bunch of artists. They have each episode has 3 different models. One of them is Sophie Turner. Other ones are different famous people, famous for London at least, or famous for the UK. I only recognized a couple of them. But you get to see all these different artists, and they have 4 hours to paint this person, and then they're judged, and then they go up in the ranks, and then the winner gets to paint someone else, and they're painting. The winner is not even that big stakes. The winner gets $100,000 or pounds, and they get to put their portrait in the National Museum of Portraits, which is a great honor, but, you know, it's not like you're getting a record deal or anything. Actually, that's roughly the same thing, isn't it?
Probably.
Anyway, but it's really cool because it's a half-hour episodes, and it's not really that big of a deal. You get to see all these different artists use all these different kind of styles, and as an artist myself, I learned a lot of things, and it's just really cool to see the process. And that's it. It's really low stakes. If you want to fall asleep, this is perfect. Popcorn and 2 for what it is.
Popcorn and 2 for what it is. Popcorn and 2s are raining down on this episode of Popcorn and Beers. We have yet to get to a Pop 3, but maybe, no, not on my list. Anyway, The Witcher Season 4 is now out on Netflix. The long-awaited arrival of what many people are referring to as Timu Gerhardt. Geralt?
Gerber, baby.
This is because, yes, they replaced Henry Cavill with Liam Hemsworth. Yes, it is a less serious looking Witcher. While the point remains the same, the show still does a fantastic job with CGI, costume design, set location, but they try to force so much down the audience's throat in season 4 that some episodes are borderline unenjoyable. You're just waiting for them to end. The show is watchable, and if you want to continue the story,
that's good.
You can tell that Netflix is pouring resources into this show. So if you're interested in seeing where the journey ends, you have to watch the show. You have to tune in. You gotta stomach that, yes, Liam Hemsworth replaced Henry Cavill and it's not going to be as good. It's still just for what they're trying to do. We're going to give it a popcorn and 1 because they do give you beautiful locations, like absolutely stunning locations, great costume. Just the story, they're pushing it. Go ahead, Jordan.
They replaced it with a girly man.
well, continue on. Take us to your next review because that should rule us right into your next one.
You say popcorn 1?
Popcorn and 1.
Okay, I watched South Park season 27. Okay, I don't think I've watched a new episode of South Park in, I don't know, 10 years, maybe? Okay, I was very, like, I would hear things about South Park and maybe see the occasional clip on the internet, like a new episode, this thing happened. Okay, cool. Never was enough to bring me into it. But South Park season 27 got very topical, okay? They went full on political. They do not care, okay? They are leaning into it. They got that massive deal with, Paramount or with somebody. Some company gave them like $1 billion, right?
Yeah, Paramount.
And now the gloves are off, right? They got their money. That check must have cashed because, this season is hardcore, okay? They go at the Trump administration and they go at everything going on politically in the world right now. This season is only 5 episodes, okay? I from what I understand, because they're already into season 28, that, there's a reason, like the first episode of season 28 gives you a reason why that season stopped at 5 episodes. I haven't watched it yet, so I can't quite comment on that. but it was weird that there's only 5 episodes. Okay.
Hmm.
First episode touches on that whole merger thing and the government trying to block things through the FCC and all of that, right?
Mhm.
It was very interesting. You get an AI video that's made its rounds on the internet. I think I've talked about this in a previous episode where
Yeah.
you get Trump with his little member. Yeah, and that's a theme throughout the entire season. Every single episode you get Trump, who is now dating Satan. And
Just now?
yeah, and it gets crazy, right? Hijinks, typical South Park hijinks ensue. Okay, here's what this season touches on: tariffs, ICE, Labubu's, AI, Charlie Kirk. Before the shooting, okay, this episode came out like a week or two before he was killed. So, and it doesn't really go that hard on him. I'm going to leave that alone.
He actually praised it. He
Yeah,
thought it was funny.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, he made it his avatar on Twitter.
yeah. Government that I already talked about this, the whole government corporate collaborative censorship, right? All these mergers and these companies being in bed with the current administration and how they're working together to censor people. Prediction market apps, right? The fact that you can bet on just about anything these days becomes a whole thing. The Israel-Palestine conflict, hilarious stuff. They really put
Time out. Let's correct that verbiage. The Israel Palestine stuff is not hilarious. The way South Park breaks it all down is hilarious.
Right. Yes.
I just
yes.
wanted to
Genocide
save
is
you
not
there
funny.
from the way that came across.
Yes.
Genocide is not funny.
Yes. All of these topics, they approach them in typical South Park fashion, right? They approach them with a sledgehammer, and it's not. It's smart and witty the way that they do some of these things. You know, only the way that South Park can do it.
Right.
Matt and Trey are
they have
fantastic. Go ahead, Josh. Sorry.
They have just their own lane, and that's a cliche term, but like they made their own little pocket.
Yeah.
And it's amazing that they're billionaires now, and they started out cutting out cardboard paper in their garage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Incredible.
We get the I don't know the character's name, but the shitty walk guy that owns the restaurant.
Shitty Walk guy.
Shitty Walk.
Yeah.
Yeah. His whole character arc in this season is hilarious because his restaurant is City Walk, right? The Shitty Walk.
You said restaurant.
And wait, what?
You say restaurant like you couldn't help it.
And his thing is instead of he's like, no more Shitty Walk. Walk is dead. Right? Thinking, but he's saying like woke is dead. No, they say woke is dead.
Yeah.
And it's pretty hilarious. I love that. JD Vance is the DePlane guy from Fantasy Island. And that depiction of him and his whole thing is hilarious.
Yeah.
How like they actually comment on the fact that where he's secretly trying to sabotage Trump behind the scenes, like make him look like an idiot. He's trying to encourage him to continue doing idiot stuff to get his, to kind of secede him later on.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's good. So I give this season, I'm going to keep the theme going, a popcorn and 2. I'm back on board on the South Park train.
Dang, we're heavy. We're heavy on it.
All right.
I think that's over,
Josh,
though.
It's on you, sir.
All right, I watched season 1 a few weeks ago. Now I'm talking about season 2 of Dan to Dan on Netflix. It's an anime, and this is the one I talked about where I don't really know what's happening. I can't describe what's going on. Last season, I'll give you an example of what doesn't make sense. They're in a school after hours, and it's flooding due to a ghost, and an alien pistol shrimp is punching them, so they have to use their ghost hair powers to fight.
What?
None of that makes sense, but
Nope.
the show is so wild in a way that makes you understand like how that fits together. And it's all for the sake of showing you a really cool fight scene. They do all this weird shit to show you a really cool fight scene. And that happens again in this one, where it has like one of the coolest exorcisms I've ever seen. Like, it was just awesome. And there's an episode with one of the coolest, like running, like fast Quicksilver type of fights. But they're fighting the great classical music artists like Beethoven, the ghosts of them.
Beethoven
Huh.
Like this show doesn't make any sense. I can't
and Mozart.
explain. I can't explain why the show works. I can't explain it. It gets a popcorn
Just does.
1.5 from me, because the sequences are so awesome, and
Popcorn in 1.5.
it's always surprising. It's always surprising. And this season's theme music outdid the first season, much like Peacemaker.
Nice, nice. Well, it's always good to get that anime voice up in here because we don't want to be too one-sided. Speaking of not being too one-sided, I watched one last film, one that we all panned as a butter on top. I think we ended up going to Netflix, so we didn't have to go to the theaters to watch this movie, but it came across Peacock, and that is Meghan 2.0.
Oh, no.
The dangers
Oh.
of AI and children's screen time. So here's the thing. There's like even a Home Alone sequence in this. Dead serious. There's like a Home Alone sequence. The robbers, Harry and Marv, broke into the house and shenanigans ensue. I wish I could tell you that I did not like this movie, but that would be a lie. Obviously, there are parts that are just stupid and probably borderline unwatchable for other people. However, it was kind of an amalgamation of a bunch of stupid things that just makes this movie entertaining. From the wild combat scenes, the stunts, the CGI that were all thrown into a dumpster bin and created this dumb banter, and even twists at the end. It was a fun movie, and I hated that it was a fun movie. It shouldn't have been fun. It shouldn't have been good. I shouldn't have laughed. I should have been like, that was a pretty cool fight sequence. But I did. So I'm going to give Meghan 2.0. I'm going to give it a popcorn in 1. The robot is entertaining. The dialogue is witty. The CGI is fantastic. The animatronics in the practical effects are really good. They just did an interesting job with this movie that has no business being good. It's ridiculous, it's silly, it's stupid, and it was fun to watch.
I don't
Popcorn in
believe
1.
All right.
I don't believe you.
I don't believe you.
It was dumb, man. It was dumb, but it was I liked it.
Okay.
Josh, what's our drunk classic this week?
Okay. Well, spooky season's over. We're getting
Meh.
into the heartfelts. We're getting into the Oscar reachers and all these kind of things. But so this movie takes place at Halloween. It's not necessarily a Halloween film though, so it kind of fits, kind of doesn't. At the week after Halloween, and it's a feel good. It's a feel good family film, sort of. We're watching Skeleton Twins, 2014.
Ooh, I like
Interesting.
that movie.
I
It's
don't
on
know
my
what it
list
is.
too. Now I have to delete it.
Bill Hader.
Nice. Bill Hader,
Skeleton Twins.
Kirsten Wiig, great chemistry. Good pick,
Yeah.
Josh.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's got one of the best lip sync sequences ever too. So keep your eyes out for that.
They say we're crazy. Anyway, let's go ahead and do our butter on top. You have a choice. Predator, Nuremberg, Die My Love. We're gonna go with Predator Badlands because we're a bunch of dorks that love the action movie. So let's go right ahead and go see how these predators take each other out. And let's finally make it to the predator's home planet, not in an animation film. If you follow along, both Jordan and I reviewed the animated film Predators on Disney Plus, and it was
Amazing.
fantastic.
Amazing.
Oh, I'll see if I can catch that this week.
There's a second ending that I've heard that they've added in, but I'm like, I don't know how to find it. Like, there's an alternate ending on different.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. It's
Okay.
great. I don't
Yeah,
even
I
know.
want to see it. I need to see it. Tell me how to find it.
Anyway, we hope that you join us at the movie theaters to see one of the 3 we just threw out there. And when you come, you get the popcorn and we got the beer. We'll see you next week.
Miss you.
Bye.
Kiss you.